Ligt, better and better and better, man. Each game, and this brings up something I want to touch on, and it's what happens when Chiellini comes back. And this is a bit of a tough one because he is the captain. Bonucci's, I think, in my personal opinion, done a great job as stepping in through Chiellini's absence and whatnot. I think he may not check all the boxes as far as a leader goes. He might be missing a few elements or whatnot, but he has done a good job. And he's been a reason De Ligt's been allowed to really, really have that time and whatnot, like to become what he is becoming. De Ligt is almost overperforming. It's almost at higher expectations than what we thought we would get in the first season with him with Juventus and Serie A. But Bonucci's done a good job, but Chiellini is the true captain. But you have a defense that has allowed the fewest goals in Serie A. You have them on a 4-match run, possibly even 5-match run of no goals, because it might date back to the match before stoppage and whatnot. So,
well, we beat Inter. What was the score of that game against Inter?
I believe it was 2-0.
Okay, so you're right.
So you've got a run of clean sheets here, and what do you do, Tony? Like this. I don't think it's that easy.
Not to mention Demiral is going to come back, and he's had some great games as well. I'm not suggesting Demiral comes in before Bonucci or Chiellini, but like I said earlier, I think De Ligt has made that position his own, and I think he's going to be there.
So you think he's a lock 100%? Chiellini and Bonucci will rotate?
Maybe Chiellini, the fact that I don't know if he's had another injury. Of course, we saw him before the COVID break. He did get in some minutes, and now, of course, we have not seen him in the past 4 games. So has he re-injured it? Is he realizing, well, first of all, he's not even dressed. He's in a suit on the sideline. So what's going on? Was there another injury? We don't know, of course. Or is Chiellini kind of realizing, yes, I'm the captain of this team, but as a captain, I realize that the Bonucci-De Ligt combination is the combination we need to go with right now. I don't know. Obviously, he's a pro. He's a professional. He's Chiellini, and we know his capabilities, but maybe he knows his capabilities. He's starting to slow down a little bit. And it's the same thing with the Azzurri. Are you going to put Chiellini and Bonucci back there? I know that's a different issue, or do we go with what's got us all the way through to this point? So that's another question that the both of them together are going to have to answer. But that's a different kind of thing.
So what do you do? Chiellini comes back. He's healthy. He's ready to play. Do you use him as a sub to give these 2 guys rest, and these 2 guys are your main?
I like that. I think I like that idea. And it's not even a respect issue, because again, Chiellini is not the kind of guy that's going to go to Saturday and say, you need to play me because my name is CR7, because he's not going to do that. He's too good and too important to Juventus as a legend. He's not going to do that. So I think if I'm the coach and making an independent decision, again, we don't know what's going on at Continassa at the training facility, but right now I think it's Bonucci and De Ligt.
Yeah. So you think, Chiellini might just be a victim of his own fitness issues then, and just like not being able to risk him, because I mean, these other guys have been durable,
right.
And they're in sync and have rhythm, and consistency and confidence.
And it's not a problem to have a Chiellini as your backup. I mean, let's get serious here. Possible one of them could get hurt. We don't want that to happen, but hey, what a nice thing to have in your back pocket, have a Chiellini as your super sub at the center back position.
Yeah, just to fill in. I mean, yeah, great problem to have. But it's an interesting one, and I just thought, wow, it's hard to see your team's actual captain not be able to maybe get in the lineup, you know, once he's back and ready to go. And I mean, I do understand it. I think it's just, it might be maybe a bit harder for me to come to terms with because I hold Chiellini in such high regards.
And
And
so do I. I
yeah,
do as well.
and
What would have been interesting is, and I know these are not the Conte years, if we would have gone with 5 at the back in yesterday's game because of Matuidi, because we didn't have the natural left back. Is that something that, I know Sarri's not going to do that, but would that have been an interesting thing to kind of cover for Matuidi, to have 3 center backs and the 2 wing backs?
so yeah, actually go to the 3-5-2. I mean,
Or a
honestly,
5-3-2, whatever, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of Juventini that swear by that formation still and just say it's the position for us and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know if you do it. Sorry, we'll never do it.
No.
That's the thing, is we will never see it. Would we be better off in going that way and having, you know, Bonucci, De Ligt, and Chiellini? That leaves us with, once he's back, Demiral and Rugani as cover. Otherwise, only Rugani. So yeah, that's a tough one too. I mean, you're taking a bit of a gamble because of Chiellini's risk factor and injury lately. If he goes out before we get Demiral back, you only have Rugani to fill. So and Sarri is hell bent on his 4-3-3, and that's it. That's all she wrote. So I don't think it's anything we will be seeing. But yeah, I want to touch on De Ligt with just how, you know, it's incredible to see. You have a lot of reports and people that just don't understand because they've only seen clips and highlights from struggles earlier in the season, you know, and it wasn't even really struggles. It was unlucky. And I've never seen anything like it. The unfortunate series of events he had with handballs. But aside from that, he always showed, you know, what he was capable of, but it is really, really blossoming and it's incredible to watch. Has he surpassed your expectations for year one?
How old is De Ligt right now?
What is
I mean,
he?
I know how old he is, but he's just a kid still.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with him.
Yeah.
And I mean, he could be the back line at that back line for the 5-6 more years. As long, I think it'll be up to him how long he stays at Juventus. And I don't want to hear any talk about him going to Barca or to Real Madrid. We are not going to give this guy away. Not for anything less than 120 mil.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge if he goes. But the thing is it's beautiful to see. I mean, he just suits Juventus to a T. I love seeing the videos of him and his girlfriend enjoying Turin, loving the life. You see him make these videos at home and he's always wearing like a Juve training top or sometimes his jersey. And I'm just like, it's incredible to see. But his, like, where he stands right now, and I had this discussion with other Juventini just last night, and where he stands right now at his age compared to like some of the guys we hold in high regards, it's incredible. It's night and day. He is so like just dominant and physically like it's crazy to see the level he is at right now at that age. And I agree with you. I think I don't ever want to see him go. I want to see him a staple and one of the backbones of our future, and one that's right at the heart of the core of what this project is going to develop into.
I'd like to see him get the star at J Stadium, like the legends that have those stars. I think I mean, maybe we're being a little premature. I hope we're not being premature, but I'd like to see him get that. And I think he's got the respect of the Juventini at this point. I think those naysayers at the beginning of the season who just saw those handballs, like you said, looking at the highlights, oh, well, if the Gazzetta says that he's in trouble, then and that he wants to go back to Ajax or back to the Netherlands, then it must be true. Well, I'm glad he's he has such composure, such what's the word, finesse, but he also holds himself really nicely. I'm not saying he's a good-looking kid. I'm saying just the way he walks onto the field with
so
confidence.
mature.
And
He's just so mature.
That's a ton of pressure to play for a team.
Yeah.
Yes, mature. Yes.
He's just so mature. Yeah. He's class. He suits Juventus, right? It's such a good fit. That price tag, you know, and we talk like if he continues, because again, it's surprising to me to see this. Like I expected a good, solid center back that would take time. I didn't know what that time was going to be, right? But to see what he's doing within year one is actually, surprising me a bit. I think he's overperforming from my expectations. That if he continues on that path, that price tag that we paid might be a steal, to be honest. If he continues on route, but it's been great to watch and look forward to, as we both agree on, hopefully many years of enjoying his talents in Turin.